Wake Up America.
Hi, I'm Lisa Pitts, the host and founder of Wake Up America. On today's show, our guest will be Dr. Albert Lewis, the founder and president of Herbal Farmacy here in Norfolk, Virginia. Thank you.
The Gourmet Breakfast Place awaits to serve you the most fabulous breakfast and lunch menu you have ever tasted. Their beautiful dining room is spacious and relaxing, a perfect place to meet friends and family. The Gourmet Breakfast Place also offers catering for any event and size. Open Monday through Saturday for breakfast and lunch, and Sundays for brunch. The Gourmet Breakfast Place, 838 Old George Washington Highway in the Deep Creek area of Chesapeake. Starting a new business? Check your business startup IQ. Should it be an S-Corp, LLC, or sole proprietorship? How will that affect taxes? What documents should be in place? And what if it's a partnership? Don't go it alone or leave your business startup to chance. Call the professionals at the Demozic Law Firm. They'll explain your options and make sure you're fully protected. They're smart and affordable. Call the Demozic Law Firm at 965-3747 and do things right from the start. If you have been suffering from type 1 or 2 diabetes, then you need to know about the Herbal Farmacy's Ultimate Diabetes Formula, made from all natural herbs like cinnamon and garlic, and it promotes safe sugar levels. For over 23 years, Dr. Lewis has been promoting natural solutions for health problems, like the Ultimate Diabetes Formula. Visit Herbal Farmacy at 4215 Granby Street in Norfolk, or call 622-5828. Herbal Farmacy.
We're back and we are here with Dr. Albert Lewis, the founder and president of Herbal Farmacy in Norfolk, Virginia. Hi, Dr. Lewis. How you doing?
I can't be better.
Thank you for stopping by.
Okay,
Wake Up America, and thank you for being one of our sponsors.
Okay.
So let's talk about, how did you get into this holistic medicine? How did you get Herbal Farmacy?
Well, I actually had no idea that I was going to do this at all. And I found a love for it. And like I said, I came down from Brooklyn, New York, and I couldn't find work. And next thing I know, I ended up in a little Korean shop, and I picked up some boxes of ginseng. And because I didn't have no place couldn't get a job, at least there was no businesses around that would hire me at the time, I went to the naval base, and the naval base allowed me to set up in their exchanges.
Wow.
So I started selling the ginseng in the Naval Exchange, and through that I covered all the bases in Hampton Roads. And by that time I was hiring people, and I had them also work the bases along with me. So the next thing you know, now I ended up in my own store, and I've gone out, I've done lectures and so forth. Before I even got to the lectures, naturally, I didn't tell you that I also went to school at the University of Holistic Theology, where I gained my sheepskin, as one might say, on holistic healing. And I became a naturopathic doctor, which at the same time, I now produce and manufacture and bottle and encapsulate my own products. So I am a naturopathic doctor and a compounding herbalist.
So you came a long way from selling those ginsengs on the base. Wow, incredible. It's like a rags to riches story.
Exactly. Most people really didn't understand what ginseng was, so in order to sell the ginseng, naturally you had to know exactly what the ginseng would do for you. And it would enhance the learning and memory, help normalize your blood pressure, your blood sugar, increase the physical strength and stamina, help lower your cholesterol, reduce stress, while strengthening the nerves and the nerve functioning. But it also does more.
Wow. So what is holistic medicine? Let's clear that up, because a lot of people are confused with the regular medicine, just modern day medicine, and holistic medicine. It is separate, right? It's two different things?
Precisely.
Right.
With holistic medicine, that means everything is whole. That's the reason why they call it holistic. Everything comes directly from the garden the way it was. Garlic is garlic. Cucumbers is a cucumber. The roots, the nuts, the leaves, everything is used as whole, the same way the animals would eat it. The only difference is with pharmaceutical medicine spelled with the P in front of it, is they utilize some of the what God has gave them, what's called natural, and they add a chemical substance to it. And that is the reason why there's mostly a lot of side effects with the synthetic medicines versus the holistic
medicine. You have an F instead of a P.
Precisely.
On your billboard at your store, Herbal Farmacy, with the F. Why is it with an F?
Because everything is farmed from God's earth. 100% whole. That's why it's called holistic. Everything comes from God's earth. The same way God put it here in the beginning, that is the way it should enter into your system.
Wow. So you graduated with a degree in holistic theology. What was it, theologian?
Yeah, it's homeopathic and herbology.
Theologian.
Right.
So what is that? What is holistic?
Exactly.
It's like religion, holistic. What is that?
If one chooses to say religion, I don't choose to call it a religion. You choose to call it a way of living, a way of health, which will bring your body back to balance. And what you generally eat from the earth is not going to make you sick. If you go through any travel, any distance, and you're in the country or so forth, and you look at the animals, they're not eating with a fork, a knife, a spoon, and a plate, though we are considered to be human beings, they eat over all the rest, but we should be eating from the garden. 70% of your plate should actually be green leafy vegetables. When you get down to the meats, some people are vegetarians and some are not. When you get into the meats, now you're getting into the blood, and now you're getting into things that rot. And once they start to rot, they start to bring up parasites, worms, all this stuff. And for those people who do not use the bathroom as they should, then that means all this stuff is still staying in the intestinal lining.
Wow. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
First Lady Boutique in Hampton caters to women in an ambiance of elegance. First Lady Boutique offers hats, designer clothes, purses, and shoes. And First Lady Boutique is known by the company they keep. You'll find items by Donna Vinci, Ben Mark, DVC Exclusive, and Lily Taylor. Let First Lady Boutique outfit you in style. First Lady Boutique, 947 Big Bethel Road in Hampton. Call them at 251-2211. Hercules Moving of Hampton Roads is your premier moving specialist. Locally owned and operated, Hercules Moving handles every detail of your move, home, or business. Hercules Moving expert staff uses the safest equipment and techniques to ensure that your belongings are treated with the utmost care. No job too small or too large, and they're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call Hercules Moving today, 757-409-MOVE.
We're back with Dr. Lewis. Dr. Lewis, what does Herbal Farmacy specialize in?
Holistic living, specializing in really trying to weed people off of synthetic medications.
Now, when you say synthetic medication, explain to our viewers. Okay.
Pharmaceutical medicines, but the whole idea is we will never tell anybody to stop taking their doctor's medicine. That we will never do. There needs to be a compromise between what is synthetic and what is holistic. Most doctors will tell their patients that they should not use herbs with their medicines, but yet they will not state you should not have spices in your food. Spices are also herbs, as well as just take a simple herb like garlic, which is a spice. Should I not take garlic with my high blood pressure medicine or with my diabetes medicine? There needs to be a specific law made out. But at the same token, by using these natural herbs, they generally don't interfere with your synthetic medications, unless most of the time you're on blood thinners or you're on medications that has to deal with the central nervous system.